Hey, welcome to World Entertainment. And the Joker 2, Folie et Deux, has officially wrapped filming. That was a very quick and short filming process. It only feels like it started a few weeks ago, but I think it started just before Christmas, maybe just after. Can't quite remember. It's set for release in October of 2024. So, a year basically. It'll be a musical of sorts, they said. Now, a lot of people are very kind of hesitant about the idea of it being a musical. I understand that, and I'm the same. I don't want a wall to wall musical, in the vein of the Leonardo DiCaprio, Claire Danes, Romeo and Juliet, or Sweeney Todd, where it was just like literally everything was singing. There was no talking. If it's more in the vein, for all the references I could come up with, it's the only one I can think of offhand. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the original Charlie and the Chocolate. Where every now and again there'd be a bit of a song. I don't mind that. And if it's all in like Harley Quinn's head as well as Joker's head, that kind of makes sense. But the film's officially wrapped, and what's his name? Todd Phillips put out a message. He put out two images, one of Harley and one of Joker, and it's the first image we've seen of him in full makeup. But he put out those on Twitter and his Instagram, and he wrote, "That's a wrap. Thanks to these two, plus the entire cast, and the best crew that the film industry has to offer," he wrote. "From top to bottom. Gonna crawl into a cave now / editing room and put it all together." So that's what he wrote. What I find interesting is how little of this movie has kind of leaked out in terms of footage and stuff, the stuff taken on phones. The main thing we've seen is Lady Gaga, and it's usually the same scene basically. So we've seen her two different versions of her at the courthouse. The first one seems to, and the main one is her in the red jacket with the makeup on. The other one is clearly her before she becomes Harley Quinn. She's obviously still Harley Quinzel at this stage, but going up those stairs. The only other footage now we have of her is again her before becoming Harley, going up this staircase that was from the first film where Joker does the dance. And then she seems to do, halfway up the stairs, starts doing a bit of a dance and continuing. So this is where she could be starting to break to become Harley. And then the other ones are of her full Harley. Her hair is shorter. She's in the makeup and a black jacket, coming down the stairs, and she seems to be doing a bit of a song and dance. And there is an image where we see Joaquin Phoenix is there as well, but he's not in full Joker makeup. And that's the thing with Joker. We have not seen a single piece of behind the scenes footage of him in full Joker makeup. So the image that Todd Phillips put out is the only image we've seen of him in full Joker makeup. The only clips we've seen of him so far were him in the grey suit, where the makeup is very faded on his face, running down the street, being chased by a Joker, which is obviously going to be a manifest of his mind, and an Arthur Fleck chasing him. That and him on a prison bus being driven to the court. And that's the interesting thing, because the image we have of him in that full makeup, he clearly seems to be on that prison bus. So is he seeing himself still in full makeup in his mind? Or is he seeing himself without the makeup in his mind? Or did he just get make? How did he get makeup? Very interesting. But as of now, the movie is a wrap. So it's just going to go through the editing process. No words on whether they'll do any pickups, any reshooting. Reshooting, of course, is usually scheduled in these things. Not to the extent that when people go, oh, there's nothing to be worried about. Everyone does reshoots when it comes to a Marvel or anything Disney where they practically reshoot the entire goddamn movie. A standard reshoot is like 2 weeks, and it's usually just pick up shots. Oh yeah, that shot, we love it in the first act, but we want to film it from the other angle. Let's do it again. That's what that is. Not, let's rewrite an entire scene and completely film it differently, with different people, different dialogue, and different stunts. But Folie et Deux, officially wrapped, set for release October 2024. So, with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.